This morning. One of my sweet friends gave me this book called 10 Poems to Change Your Life. And when I was camping in Oregon last week, I read through them. And it was funny because most of these I've read before. And I was like, oh, these are beautiful poems. So I'd like to start today by sharing this one, Love After Love by Derek Walcott. So find a comfortable seat here on your mat. And close your eyes. Take a moment to find your breath. To drop into this moment. Love after love. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from your bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life. So take a moment to just let that sink in. Noticing what about that poem resonates with you. Or if it doesn't, notice that as well. And then begin to deepen your breath. So starting that Ujjayi pranayama, drawing the breath in using the muscles, the back of your throat. Balancing that inhale with an equally strong, intentional exhale. And keeping in mind that poem, set an intention for your practice today. So letting this concept of loving yourself, of giving yourself your own love story, let that sink in a little bit. And then from that, as sort of a base, set an intention of what you need, what you want from these 60 or so minutes on your mat today. Take 3 more breaths with that in mind. And then on your next inhale, we'll add on a little bit. Sip in a little more air than you've taken all morning. At the top, hold full. Soften through the shoulders, soften through the jaw. And as you're ready, exhale out the mouth, let it go. Beautiful. Again, like that, deep breath in. Holding at the top. And as you're ready, exhale out the mouth, let it go. Do that 2 more times at your own pace. And then with your eyes still closed, start to link in movement as you come back to your Ujjayi breath. So could be as subtle as leaning from one side to the other, maybe opening and closing the mouth, releasing through the jaw, maybe rolling through your shoulders. Take about 3 to 5 breaths, just shifting, moving. Getting a little more in touch with your physical body this morning. And as you feel ready, carry that forward, coming to hands and knees, and we'll just continue to flow here. So it could be that cat-cow. Cat-cow actually bothers my low back, so if cat-cow bothers your low back, don't do it. That's usually a good sign. So if that's the case, you can work with hip circles here, or maybe going from child's pose back up to a modified up dog or cobra. Just shifting, moving. Taking about 5 or so breaths. All these sad people trying to go to the public coffee. I always feel bad. We should just have coffee outside for them. Just, sorry, here you go.
And inside for us.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Take about 2-3 more breaths moving around here. And then as you feel ready, move into your first down dog of the practice. So curling your toes under, reaching the hips up and back, and then continue this movement. So shifting hips side to side. Or as John says, walk your dog, bend and straighten the legs. Maybe turn your head yes and no, just really feeling into your body this morning. Without judgment, so just notice what's present for you. Take about 3 more breaths in this inversion. Yeah. And then exhale, lower your knees to the earth, and we're going to come into a child's pose or puppy pose. So either shifting your hips back to the heels, forehead to the mat, or if that bothers your joints in any way, keep your hips elevated over the knees, creating that 90-ish degree angle. And just take a moment to feel the ground here, supporting you, holding you. Tap back into that intention that you set for yourself this morning, for your practice, for your time. Inhale, ease back up to hands and knees. Exhale, cross your ankles, come all the way onto your back with a prop nearby. So anyone need a prop of sorts? You guys look all prepped? Sweet. So either the block, yeah, that works, Nat, or rolled up mat. If you have the rolled up mat, use that though. Nat, you get to pick a rolled up mat when you leave today. It's going to be exciting if you want it. All right. So those of you watching online, if there are anybody, is anybody? If there are anybody's online, use something from your house, rolled up beach towel, yoga mat rolled up, or pillow. That's what I use when I go to hotels. Anyways, place that rolled up mat in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone, and then extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling. If this is pulling on your low back or your hamstrings, bend your knees. Spread the toes wide, interlace your hands back behind your head. I like to think of this as a floint, so you're pointing to the ball of the foot, flexing the toes back, like a Barbie doll. Take a huge breath into the low back. Hold full press mid back into mat, curl tailbone up, squeeze around your prop, Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Squeeze that second time. Pull low belly down. Inhale, slowly lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath in. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Squeeze that prop a little more. Draw low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold full. Press mid-back into mat. Stay with me. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Squeeze a little more. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders, moving into 3-part twisting abs. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more. Pull low belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders lifted. Hold the breath, squeeze your prop, curl tailbone up another time. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Yeah, squeeze a little more, pull belly down, keep head and shoulders up. Inhale, torso back to center. Hold full, curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Yeah, you can always bring the feet down to the ground. Squeeze a little more, pull low belly down. Inhale, back through center, hold full. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, reach elbows higher, reach legs higher. Squeeze a little more, draw belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. We're going to do one more round. So at any point, knees can be bent or the feet can come to the earth for more support. Take a deep breath in. Hold full. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, hold full. Squeeze your prop, curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze, pull belly down. Back to center, hold full, squeeze. Tuck tailbone, exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Awesome, squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center, hold full, squeeze your prop. Exhale, reach torso as high as you can. Reach legs as high as you can. Pull low belly down. And inhale, release. Let's do a butterfly on a rock pose. That's one I wish David was here. He invented the name. Most people call it windshield wipers, but it totally looks like a butterfly. So feet about hip width apart, arms out by your sides. On your exhale, lower the knees to one side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, over to the other side. And just move back and forth here with your breath. If it feels exceptionally delicious in one spot, stay. Give yourself that moment to luxuriate. And perhaps even closing your eyes so your awareness, your attention is more drawn inward. A few more breaths. And then making your way back to center, moving into Death Star. So just 2 rounds and then we'll be done. Stack your knees over your hips, bent at 90 degrees or less. And at any point, your feet can come down to the ground as well. Reinterlace hands behind your head. Take a huge breath, wash it through the back body. On exhale, lift head and shoulders. This time, relax your head into your hands so you've created like a hammock for your head and neck. Deep breath in. Hold the breath in. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Reach right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bring left foot to the inside of right thigh. So you can use your hands to get there. Press the foot into the thigh. Yeah, you got it. And then thigh back into foot. Exhale, reach torso higher. Reach legs higher. Pull belly down. Yeah, you guys got it. Inhale, release the torso, bend both knees. Hold full. We'll do this one a little quicker. Press mid back into mat, curl tailbone. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Okay, inhale here. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach left leg straight up towards the sky. Bring right foot to the inner thigh. Press. Foot into thigh, thigh back into foot. Exhale, reach torso higher. Reach legs higher. Pull belly down. Back to center, one more round. Keep head and shoulders lifted this round. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left leg. Reach right foot straight up to the sky. That's it. Pull belly down. Inhale, left foot to inner right thigh. Press. Exhale, torso goes higher. Legs go higher. Pull belly down. Back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach up through left leg. Pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to inner left thigh. Press. Exhale, torso lifts. Hips lift. Draw belly down. And inhale, release it all to the earth. All right, setting up for bridge pose. So knees stack over your heels, feet about hip width apart. On your next inhale, peel the spine up and away from the mat, lifting into bridge. You're welcome to use a prop in between the thighs or under the hips for additional support. So we're going to do wrist stretches here, and for some reason this gets super confusing when we're upside down. So what you are going to do is you're going to turn the palm towards your face. So take your right hand, turn it towards your face. Okay. Yes, I think you guys all have it. Perfect. Now reach your right hand straight up to the sky. All right. Now flex your hand away from you, like you're holding a platter of cheese, because I love cheese. Perfect. I'm just going to come around and get them if it wasn't COVID. All right. Now keep that. Anyone watching online, you do like so. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now we can do wrist stretches. Reach up with the opposite hand, left hand, grab hold of the pinky, pull it down away, and then reach the thumb away from the rest of your hand. Deep breath in. Your next inhale, shift your hand over to that ring finger. Flex the hand down, spread the hand wide. Deep breath in. Exhale, wash it down the forearm. Moving to your point, nope, that's your middle finger. Middle finger moves down and away. Spread the hand wide, deep breath in. Keep spreading the palm of your hand open. As you're ready, move to that pointer finger. I'm going to figure this out eventually. Pull the finger down and away, spread the hand. And then move to the thumb, reach back like you're grabbing a handlebar. Wrap your hand around the thumb, pull the thumb away, and reach the pinky the opposite direction. Release, roll out the hand. All right, let's try it with the other side. You guys did so well on the first one. Okay, palm facing your hand. Point the head, palm facing your face. Reach the fingers straight up to the sky. Flex your hand away like you're holding that fabulous cheese platter. Or whatever your favorite food is at 9 a.m. in the morning. Reach down, grab hold of the pinky. Pull the pinky down and away. Reach the thumb apart. See if I can get these fingers right. Inhale, bring your hand to the ring finger. Pull the ring finger down and away. Spread the palm. Moving to the middle finger. Reach down, wrap your hand around that middle finger. Pull the middle finger down. Spread the palm. Keep flexing the hand away. Reach down, grab hold of the pointer finger. Reach down, pull it away. Spread the hand bone open. Last one here. Reach down, grab hold of the thumb like a handlebar. Flex the thumb away from the rest of your hand. Spread the palm wide. And then release, roll out through both wrists. 2 more breaths in your bridge. This time really focus on lifting through the hips, firing up through the glutes, to the hamstrings. Breathing into the belly and the chest. Take one more inhale here. Remove any props, tuck tailbone, and slowly roll upper, middle, lower spine back down to the mat. Release your back here, either hugging knees into chest or pressing the thighs away. If it feels good, you can rock it side to side, just massaging out the spine and the kidneys. And then roll over to your side. Press your way up to a seat. And come all the way forward, setting up for dolphin pose. Some of you crack me up because you act like you don't know what's coming next. I wonder what's going to happen. All right, set up for dolphin here. So Nat, you get a pass on this because this is your first time with me. At least I think so. Okay, bring your forearms down to the mat. Elbows directly under your shoulders. And you can get that distance by grabbing hold of the opposite upper arm bone with your hands. And then take the forearms, place them parallel to one another, lengthwise on the mat, or hands clasped for extra support here. Take a huge breath, spread across the back of the heart. Engage through the chest so you're actually firing up, isometric contraction through the chest. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up to the sky. Head is up off of the ground. Yeah, awesome. And then press your chest back towards the shins. Knees can be bent here, lift the hips up higher. Yeah, nice, Joanne. Feel for your breath. Feel for your core lifting up to the sit bones, creating that engagement so you've got elongation through the spine. And then increase your breath. So much so that you can hear your breath, you can hear your neighbor's breath, and you're supporting one another here. I know you guys can breathe louder. Stay with me. As the pose gets more challenging, increase the breath to match that. In fact, let's all take an exhale out the mouth. So take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth, release. All right, two options here. Either moving into dolphin one leg lifted or dolphin strut. So if you're working with dolphin one leg lifted, you'll simply extend that left leg up to the sky. If you'd like to work with dolphin strut, take the right foot to the outside of your mat and a little bit forward. Reach down, find the foot with your right hand, and you can stay there. Or if you want a little balance challenge, you can extend the left leg up to the sky. Yeah. Breathe here, 2 more breaths. Yes, awesome. Nice, Anne. Nice, Jen. On your exhale, lower that left foot down and switch sides, taking that entire inhale to switch. So either extending that right leg up or working with the strut. Left foot slightly forward to the outside of the mat. It's a lot easier if you can get your heel to the ground because it makes it less challenging with the balance. And then potentially extending that right leg up. Good. Keep pressing your chest back towards that left shin, reaching up to the ball of the right foot. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, ease the right foot down. Both forearms back to the mat. 1 more breath in dolphin, maybe tiptoeing the toes in closer, working to be perpendicular. And then ease your knees to the earth. Child's pose, embryo, or puppy. So either hips reach back to the heels or stay lifted. Forehead to the mat, either arms extended forward, or if you want embryo at this point, arms can come down by your sides. Just take a moment, feeling the earth hold you here, tuning back into that intention. Tuning back into your body. About 2 more breaths. Inhale, ease up to hands and knees. Exhale, tuck toes under, downward facing dog. Take a huge breath in down dog. Exhale all the air out, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it back in. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms sweep overhead, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flowing through classical suns. Inhale, re-extend with some variations. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. So bring your knee down today. If you need some extra padding, you can flip over the mat. Reach and open up through the heart. My hair is being insane. Exhale, soften through the shoulders. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Yeah, perfect. Open through the front body. Breathe into the chest and belly. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back to plank pose. So move at your own pace. You can always skip the vinyasa and move straight to down dog. Otherwise, lower with me. Knees can come to the earth. Chaturanga. Straight, long line. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower back down and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward. Low lunge on this side, adding padding if needed. Lift and open. Stay here with your exhale, shift deeper, and then lift and open through the front body. Yeah, awesome. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Stepping forward, drawing into the belly, come all the way up. Inhale, reach tall. Little back bend if that feels okay. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flowing here, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. One breath, one movement. Inhale, step right foot back, lunge. Lower the knee down, lift and open through the torso. Exhale, lower hands to mat, step back, plank. Go at your own pace here, either directly to down dog or lower chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, lower hands to mat, forward fold. Drawing into the belly, come all the way up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Adding on. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Knees can bend as you fold. Inhale, step left foot back, crescent lunge. So for this version, your hands can stay on the ground if you need, or reach the arms up to the sky. Staying here for a few breaths. Maybe bending the elbows, lifting through the heart, getting this back bend, opening through the front body. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank. Your choice, directly to down dog or vinyasa. Move with your breath. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, crescent lunge. Lift and open through the torso. You choose where your arms go. Yeah, good, Jen. On your exhale, maybe bending the elbows, coming a little bit deeper into that heart opener. Make sure you're not crunching the low back. And now re-extend the arms. Exhale, hands to the mat, forward fold. Draw into the belly, come all the way up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands back to heart center, flowing through this version. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Knees can bend. Check in with your back body. Inhale, step right foot back, crescent lunge. One breath, either stay here or lift and open. Exhale, hands to mat, plank. Down dog or vinyasa, move with your breath. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, crescent lunge, lift and open. Awesome breath. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Draw into the belly, rise up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last round here. Inhale, re-extend. Switching it up once more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step left foot back, twisting lunge. So keep the left hand on the ground. Left knee can come down. Inhale, right arm peels open. Yeah, there you go. Switch so you're going towards the west side. Yeah. Yep, perfect. Take a huge breath, lift through the heart. Stay here, exhale. Draw navel towards spine, so you're using your core to go deeper. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Step back to plank. Your choice, directly to down dog or flow, vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, twisting lunge. Back knee can stay lifted or come to the mat. Inhale, left arm opens up to the sky. Stay here with your breath, open through the heart. Yeah, awesome. Draw left shoulder blade further onto the back. Lift through the chest. Exhale, left hand to the mat, forward folds. Draw in through the belly, come all the way up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Last flow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step right foot back, twisting lunge. One breath, inhale, lift and open through that left arm. Exhale, hand to mat. Go at your own pace. Step back, plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Move at your own rhythm here, all the way back to downward facing dog. As you're ready, step right foot forward, twisting lunge. Lift and open through that right arm. Exhale, lower right hand to the mat, forward folds. Draw in through the belly, come all the way up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands back, heart center. Close your eyes and just take a moment here. Connect into that strong, intentional breath. And slowly opening your eyes, take hold of your prop, so either that block or rolled up mat. If you're at home, maybe you're using a pillow. Place it in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone. Light squeeze here. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Little side bends. On your exhale, reach up, tuck tailbone, and over to the right. Shifting your hips to the left. Breathe here into this left side body. Yeah, keep opening through that left shoulder. And an option to bring that right hand down to your hip, or maybe start working its way further down the leg to increase that stretch. Squeeze around your prop, fire up the legs. Inhale, come all the way back up. Switching sides, reinterlace fingers, lift and open. You're fine. Exhale, reach up and over to the side. Yeah, if you want to release the arm right away, go for it. Some of you are like, yeah, I don't want to keep them. All of you, dang. I'm the only one left standing. Maybe release your hands like everyone else. Hand can be on the hip that supports the back, or reach it further. Take your stretch deeper. Fire up the legs. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. A little back bend here. Bring your hands onto your low back, either thumbs pointing in or fingertips pointing down towards your glutes. Your goal here is to elongate the low back while you lift up and then lean back. So press down through the hands. Inhale, start to lift through the chest if you haven't already. Draw shoulder blades back. Draw elbows back and then draw the shoulder blades down. Press the hands down so you're creating space. And now lift up to the chest. Exhale, maybe lean a little bit deeper back. Your head can be in line with the rest of your spine, or for neck support, chin to chest. 2 more breaths here. Keep pressing down through the hips. Awesome. And fire up the legs. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Re-extend the arms. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. All right, Uddiyana Bandha here. So if anyone online is pregnant, don't do this. Everyone else, you guys get to do this with me. So we're working with Uddiyana Bandha. Actually, Agnisara. Let's do Agnisara. So what you'll do is you'll exhale all the air out. Most of you have done this with me before. Hands on thighs. You'll exhale all the air out. Pull the belly in and up. Keep empty. Press the belly out. Pull it in. So real quick demo. Those of you that know it, you're welcome to start. It looks something like this. All without breathing. All right. So keep going at your own pace if you already are. Otherwise, you can follow me. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. Hold empty. Pull navel towards spine. Stay empty. Press belly out. Pull in. Do that twice more at your own pace. Really get that connection to your core. Last round, go as fast as you can. Release the belly before you inhale. Forward fold. You can set your prop aside and just hang out here in your ragdoll, either hands hooked in opposite elbow or hands interlaced back behind you for more of a shoulder and heart opener. Maybe a gorilla pose or a neck stretch, grabbing hold of tufts of hair. Take about 3 more breaths, just hanging here. Release the arms. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step your way back to plank pose. And you always have the option to modify. So if this is bothering your wrists, you can come to the forearms. If you need some additional support, you can bring the knees to the earth. So you're listening to your body. Just like cat-cow bothers my back, if something bothers your body, change it up. On your exhale, knees can come down for support. Lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, pick up the chest. You can use your hands. Draw the chest forward and then lower it back down so you've got a little more space in the rib cage. Yeah. Inhale, pick up the right leg. Turn toes in. Reach the right leg back as far as you can and then lower that foot down. Most likely it's longer than your left or your leg is. Inhale, pick up the left leg. Turn toes in, reach back, lower the leg down. Inhale, come up into low cobra, so hands next to your chest, peel the chest and head up. So you're really using your back muscles for this support. Yeah, so lower down more, there you go. Just really using the back muscles. Awesome. And then on your inhale, reach the arms back behind you, Salabhasana, pick up the legs. Spread through the toes, reach back through the fingertips. In Forrest, we call it boat, just to confuse everybody, but it does kind of look like boat. Lift up through the chest, draw back through the shoulders. Yeah, take 1 more inhale. And then exhale, ease your way back down. Hands next to your chest. You have 2 options. You can press up through hands and knees or reverse that chaturanga push-up all the way back to downward facing dog. You can always add extra push-ups too if you need a little more oomph in your practice. On your next inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. Reach down through the hands, press up through the sole of that foot. So you're using that to elongate and create even more space in the spine. Maybe lift that left leg a little bit higher. Exhale, left knee hugs to chest. Set the foot down softly. You can take a few steps to get there. Warrior 1, root down through the right heel. Inhale, come all the way up. So torso facing the front of the room. Hips more or less squaring. You may need to walk your feet wider apart to achieve that. Inhale, float the arms up, soften through the shoulders. Yeah, let's all copy Anne. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift and open through the chest. You guys don't know, but I steal ideas from you on a regular basis. Relax through the shoulders. Breathe into the heart. Brain cradling. Interlace the hands back behind your head. This time, hug the elbows towards your head and then start to lift up and back. So just opening a little more through the chest. If this starts to bother your back ankle, you can come into a crescent lunge instead, picking up that right heel. 2 more breaths here. Twisting lunge. Inhale, bring the torso back up, re-extend the arms. So you have 2 options. You can either come into that lunge we took with a twist before, right hand down, left arm opens up, or come into a prayer twist, hook that right elbow over the left thigh. I'll spin this way so you guys can see. Make a fist of the right hand, left hand on top, and then peel open, using that as leverage to go deeper. Use the inhale to peel open through the heart. Use the exhale to connect back to your core, that Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, unwind, bring your hands back down to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Knees can come down for support. Chaturanga all the way down to your belly. Boat, grabbing the sit bones. There's no easy way around this. Reach back, grab hold of your butt. So I like to imagine if I'm wearing whitey tighties, your hands would be right where the bottom of the panties would be. On your inhale, peel the chest and head up. Draw the shoulder blades back. Use your grasp around your sit bones to lift the chest more, pick up the legs. Yeah. When I first started teaching this pose, everyone would always giggle. I feel like you guys are much more advanced at grabbing your own butts. 2 more breaths here. Lift up to the chest. Reach back through the toes. Yeah, awesome. Exhale, lower your way down. Hands next to the chest. Make your way up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, float right leg up and back. Exhale, keep pressing down through your hands. Create that extension, that elongation. And then breathe into the space you just created. Exhale, right knee to chest, warrior 1. So set that right foot down. Back heel roots to start. Inhale, rise all the way up. Square your hips to the front of the room. On your exhale, bend the elbows, start to lift through the chest. Yeah, so notice if your shoulders are hiking up. See if you can relax them and then pull them back. Breathe into the heart. Brain cradling, bring the hands back behind your head. Elbows shift towards one another. Start to lift and lean back even more. Let the head hang. Option to pick up the back heel if that twerks on your back foot or your hips at all. Stay with your breath. Inhale, torso back upright. Re-extend the arms. Exhale into your spinal twist. Either bringing that left hand down, right arm reaching up, or come into that prayer twist, left elbow hooking over the right thigh. If you like a bind, you can take that too. Really whatever version of a deep twist that feels good to your body in this moment. Keep your breath going strong. If your breath is compromised, that's a good sign that you need to back out of the depth. 2 more breaths. Inhale, unwind, hands back to the mat carefully. Step your way back to plank pose. Just a basic vinyasa here, so either directly to down dog or flow chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in your down dog. Exhale out the mouth. I know you guys can do better than that. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step left foot through. This time, warrior 2. So rising up with your inhale. Turning to face the west wall. Back heel rooted. Torso square. Yeah, awesome. Shoulder shrugs. Release the arms down in front of you. Those of you watching online, you have to just figure it out. Take a deep breath into the back of the heart. Hold full, reach shoulders straight up. Pull them straight back. Exhale. Keep squeezing as you drag the shoulder blades down. Inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine. Pull down. Inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, bend elbows. Draw bottom tips of shoulder blades. Elbows towards spine. Pull down. Inhale, release the arms. Roll out the shoulders. Do 1 more round. I guess I'll show the people online. Okay, take a deep breath in. Hold full, reach shoulders straight up. Pull them straight back. Keep squeezing. Exhale, drag the shoulder blades down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing, pull the shoulder blades down. Core stays engaged. Inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, bend elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull it all down. Inhale, release the arms, roll out through the shoulders. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Reverse warrior, flip that left palm to the sky. Exhale, reach up and back. Right hand can be on your hip for support or can start working its way down that right leg. Breathe into this left side body. Imagine that you're unraveling an accordion here, or unraveling a slinky, just lengthening out that left side body. Moving into a neck stretch, reach just the left arm towards the front of the room. Let the head hang heavy towards the right shoulder. Maybe opening and closing the jaw a little bit here. And then reaching through that left hand, rise back up, warrior two, into extended warrior with a heart opener. So left forearm comes down to left thigh. Right arm opens straight up to the sky. Draw that right shoulder blade back. Lift and breathe into the chest. If you would like to go deeper, you can bring that left hand down to the ground or a block, but not necessary. Breathe and keep lifting through the chest. 2 more breaths here. Nice, Jen. And exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, come all the way down to your belly. Boat with a variation of shoulder shrugs. So arms come out like cactus or goalpost, whatever you like to envision here. On your inhale, lift up into boat pose. Legs come up, arms come up. Yep. Take a huge breath into the back of the heart. I'll show this here. Exhale, hug shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull it all down. So 1 breath. Inhale, spread across the back of the heart. Exhale, hug shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull down. 1 more round, inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, hug shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull it all down. Inhale, spread. Exhale, release. Turn your head to the right. And just take 3 deep breaths. Melting here. Hands next to your chest, forehead to the mat. Exhale, either pressing up through that reverse push-up or all fours, all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Without momentum, step right foot through, warrior two. I'll spin around again. Squaring your hips to this east wall, arms parallel to the ground. Connect into your breath. All right, moving into kite talk. Once again, online people are on their own. On your inhale, flip the palms up to the sky. On your exhale, start to rotate from the thumbs, roll the hands down, shoulder blades open and lift. Inhale, open it back up, thumbs lead, chest open, elbows bent. Yeah, exhale, roll it back down, slow and controlled. Awesome. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, roll it back over, slow and controlled. 2 more at your own rhythm. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, roll it over. And then open it back up. Exhale into reverse warrior. Move at your own pace. Flip that right palm. Exhale, reach up and back. Left hand to hip or start working its way down that leg. Breathe into this right side body. Keep the right knee bending towards 90 degrees. Opening up through the rib cage, the armpit. And then come into your neck stretch. Right arm reaches forward, head hangs heavy towards that left shoulder. I like to bring my hand onto the hip at this point so you're not compromising. Reach through the right hand, come back up, warrior two. All the way forward into extended warrior with a heart opener. Right forearm down, left arm extends to the sky. Exhale, draw left shoulder blade on the back. Inhale, lift up through the heart. For true forest style, let your head hang. Two more deep breaths here. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Exhale, come to your knees first. Look up here, and we'll move into this final back bend on our belly. So most of you have done this before, but real quick demo. Either working with any of the belly back bends we have thus far. We have two additional options. One is hands clasped, reaching up and back. Two is full bow, Dhanurasana. Bending both knees, reaching back, finding hold of the shins. You'll kick the feet into your hands, lift up to the chest. For this pose, the goal is eventually to ground down through the thighs and lift even more through the chest. Cool? You ready? Ready for this fun? Okay, come down onto the belly. We're going to do this twice, 5 breaths. So if there's a different version you want to take first, you can. All right, reach your arms back. Inhale, lift up into your boat pose. Exhale, bend your knees. I'm going to guide into Dhanurasana, but if there's a different pose you want, you can take that at your own pace. Kick your feet into your hands. Start to lift and open through the chest. Yeah, that's it. Hug the knees towards one another. Lift through the heart. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release. Turn your head to the left. Take 3 deep breaths here. Last back bend of the day. Turn your head back to the mat. Inhale, lift up into boat. Stay in here or take the version you want, grabbing hold of the ankles if Dhanurasana is part of your practice. Lift and open. 3 more breaths. Awesome. Shoulder blades back, open through the chest. Exhale, lower your way back down. Release the legs. Hands next to your chest. Exhale, up and back. Downward facing dog. Take just 3 more breaths in this last down dog of the practice. And then exhale, step or float through to a seat and come all the way on to your back. If you need a sip of water, now's a good chance for that. Abby gave me this awesome water bottle. Give back hope. Pretty cool. She made them. All right, come all the way onto your back. In case you were all wondering, hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side, releasing the back body. Let's transition into a figure 4 stretch, also known as reclined pigeon or back release pose. So we're going to focus more on the back release aspect, but the hip stretch is relatively inevitable. So right foot to the ground, cross the left ankle up over the right thigh. And this can be where you work, pressing the left thigh away. If you don't feel much, pick up that right leg, hug the right leg in towards the chest, wrapping your arms, or your hands rather, around the shin or thigh, and then press the left knee away. To add the back release version, reach the sit bones to the ground. So you've got more length occurring in the back body. Few deep breaths here. Notice where you're clenching. A lot of times we grip around the jaw, shoulders. See if you can soften. And switch sides. Move with your breath still. Left foot down, right ankle crosses over the thigh. And potentially lifting up that left leg, wrapping the hands around the shin or the hamstrings. Drawing that left leg in as you press the right knee away. Sit bones towards the earth, get that extension through the low back. Release. Move into any final movement or pose of choice, taking about 10 breaths. So that could be a final spinal twist. That's also a good way to release the low back. It could be a shoulder stand, lifting the legs up to the sky, also a nice way to release the low back. Could be Supta Baddha Konasana, so the feet come together, knees open wide. So 5 to 10 breaths, just completing your practice here. There's no wrong movement. You can even make something up. Staying with that fluid Ujjayi breath. And then as you do feel ready, make your way into final relaxation Shavasana. So there's no rush here, going at your own pace to arrive. And you can take that traditional version, laying on your back, arms and legs out. Also lay on your side or take a seated version. Letting the breath fall back to its natural cadence. Allow your body to be heavy and supported. I'm going to read this poem one more time as you drift into Shavasana. Love After Love by Derek Walcott. The time will come when with elation you will greet yourself, arriving at your own door in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life. Start to deepen your breath. And bring movement back into your body. Make your way over to one side, fetal position. And with eyes still closed, press your way up to a seat. Inhale to reach arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands back to heart center. And just take a moment for gratitude. Your body, your practice, this time with yourself. Have a fabulous Saturday. Namaste.